Oh my god, sorry, that's a fucking horrible way to start the start the stream. Is just a really bright screen on me and me just like rubbing at my eye. I've got, you know when it feels like you've got an eyelash in your, fucking hell, I just pulled out 2 of them. You know when it feels like you got something in your eye and it's like, you try to deal with it and then you pull out about 3 of your eyelashes? Does that happen to anyone else? Or am I actually pulling out my eyelashes daily at this point? It could go either way. So, so the stream title is as such because Garden of Banban is for some reason using 40% of my CPU. It has occasionally jumped, it's jumped anywhere between about 35% of my CPU and about 50%. And I'm not even playing it yet. So I started off with like the highest quality settings, and I'm thinking I'm gonna change that. I'm also thinking I'm gonna jump down to a slightly scuffed resolution because I don't know why. I don't know why it is doing this to my computer. Like, this is already a really stupid video game to play, and the fact that it seems to be like, it's making my PC chug more than it has ever chugged before. Like, when I loaded up the game, I heard it start to like, it sounded like a plane was taking off. Like, it really geared up. Also, because I've still got the task manager window open, which is very bright white, I don't know if you can tell. Like, this is it gone. This is it up. I feel like the task manager window is not doing wonders for the redness of my nose. Every day I feel like I should just commit to like the blush on the nose look. More and more. Right. I just had the horrifying concern that I was just not even live. Let's see how this goes. So, my stream announcement hasn't gone out either, so I guess we'll see. Oh, wait,
Garten of
earphones.
Banban. More like part man job grants plan.
More like part man job grants plan. Part man job grants plan goes crazy as a game title. So yeah, so I've done a lot of rambling at the start of the stream, mainly to myself, but I'm gonna give you all a quick TDLDR. Garten Banban, Garten of Gangan. I'm gonna give you all a quick summary. So the stream title is as such because I loaded up Garten of Banban, and I was messing around with the settings just to make it like a better resolution for the stream. And then suddenly my computer started to like get louder and louder. Like the fan just started, or something, some part of it was getting so fucking loud. And I got really worried. So I opened up Task Manager to see what was going on, and this game is using 40% of my CPU. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. I've even like, sorry, somewhere between 40 and 50% at all times. This game is terribly optimized. Yeah, I can see that. I've reduced the resolution of the game, and I've also changed the graphics quality down to medium, but I'm beginning to think I'm gonna have to change it to fucking just to low. But we'll see how this goes. Like I say, the CPU is hovering between like 35% and it's hit 50 a couple times. I don't know what happens, frankly, if I hit 100%. Like, if all of my CPU is in use, I don't know what happens. Also, notice how in settings, there's no audio setting, so I guess we'll just have to live with this being the exact volume it is. I'm gonna decrease it in settings like that, and let's leave it like that. Let's see how this goes! Is this a real game? Good question. Yes, it is. Not only is it a real game, There's also 12 billion of them. It's 12 billion real game. Saying that, I'm having real trouble. Is this not... Oh my god, this is horrible. Can I... It's not letting me use my controller, so I'm beginning to think that I might have to use my mouse. See, now that I'm actually playing the game, it's dropped to like 20%. Do I think I could switch to high graphics? Because the graphics are fucking horrible. Okay, I don't think we can switch to high graphics, but I do think at the very least we can have better resolution. So let's fix that. Cool. Let's see how this goes. So, guess I'll have to use a fucking keyboard. I hate a keyboard. I hate keyboard and mouse. Oh, I have to get like close to the... My arm hurts and everything. This game is designed to be not only poorly optimized for the functioning of my computer, but also for the functioning of my body. Okay. Sorry, I'm having to mess around with all my billion cables. Let's see how this goes. Oh, I never use keyboard controls. I barely understand how keyboard controls work. Well, I guess we presumably came in through this door. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just eat fruit and vegetables to become strong like Jumbo Josh. Cool. I have no clue what to expect. Also, hello, ladies! You have no clue what to expect. That's valid, honestly. I'm worried for myself that I, like, vaguely do. Okay, so E is the interact button and I need a pass. That's fine. Yeah. I think this is theoretically a horror game. But I think it's a horror game, like, in the way that things are horror games when there are jump scares and, you know, vaguely unsettling liminal space-esque environments. Oh, it's this and I'm stupid. Cool. Let's go. People spend their million points on Make Mellow Suffer Simulator. Yeah, honestly, that's kind of what this is, but I respect it. I respect the meme of this game. The remote requires 2 batteries. Okay, cool. I guess I gotta go get a battery? Dear Mommy, I am hiding in a room, but I have to fight the monster. It is the only chance to make Claire like me. And then me and the monster and Claire. You know, this is real. I actually drew that. This game actually takes drawn images from your computer and it uploads them into the game to make it scarier. I need to know the buttons. There we go. Okay, controls. Give command to drone, teleport drone, interact, sprint. There's a jump button? Cool. Yeah, I have no idea if this game was made by multiple people, to be completely honest. It could have just been one. It could have been a singular person. As far as I'm aware, though, they voice act the game. I'm very unsettled by how little noise the environments make. You know, like, I feel like me interacting with this should make some kind of noise. Wonderful timing, Nightbot. Thank you, Nightbot. As always. Okay, I know I need batteries. Where are they? It doesn't help that, like, I don't think there's, like, a change is it the reticle? The thing in the middle. I don't think that changes based on whether I'm whether I'm touching something that I can interact with. Because the thing is, okay, I know enough about this game to know what I have to do. You see these little buttons? This button opens that door, and I have to use this drone I have to make it go there to press the button. And I'm holding the remote controller for the drone. However, I don't have any batteries, and I think I have to find some. And I honestly have no idea where they are. I haven't seen any. Has anyone else seen any batteries? Do you think batteries have randomly spawned over here now that I have this little thing? Unironically, yes. A battery randomly spawned over here now that I have the controller. That wasn't there before. Damn, maybe this really is a good horror game. Maybe this is a psychological horror. Because it's starting to make me feel like I am a bad noticer. Yes, yes, hello. Hello, little guy. Can you go, like, here, I think? Where are you? Yeah, okay. Okay, I guess I can't cancel out the instruction. Press right mouse to teleport to the nearest room. Ugh, scary. Okay. Let's give that a try. I know, I've already accessed controls game, but thank you. If you ask us like Dora the Explorer. How does Dora the Explorer ask for things again? It's kind of like a... Oh. I see. Yeah, hi. Hi, little bird character. Hi. Are you gonna run at me? Or yeah, okay, cool. To be fair, that was kind of fun. How does Dora the Explorer ask for things again? Oh, this is a window. So is this. And that's where the scary bird was. Okay. It's cool, scary noises. This is kind of a fun looking room. Unironically, if I was, I feel like this is a good children's indoor play area, you know? This is not so good. I feel like this is scary even for children. The toy cannot be commanded to breakable materials such as yellow glass. Cannot be directly commanded to breakable material. Okay, so is it basically just saying that in a situation like this I'd have to do that? Hold on. This is the entire game's gimmick, and it's confusing me. Oh, you break the glass now? You break the glass now, don't you? Or do I need to, like... Sharing is caring, your pancreas is mine. Pancreas is a fun choice. It's not like heart or brain. Or, you know, other typically scary organs. It's the goddamn pancreas. Which is, in my opinion, the least scary organ. I don't think the pancreas is very scary. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, actually, but I feel like the pancreas is a pretty normal organ. Little chirping noise the button makes. I like some of the noises, I guess. I guess I've got nothing against this noise. I guess this noise didn't do anything to harm me. Okay, so I need some kind of thing for that, which will turn on that so that I can open the button. Press the button even, which probably opens this door. Cool. Let's go explore scary, scary area, because that's probably what we need. Ooga booga, says Captain Fiddles. Terrible. Banbalina says kindness is free, so sprinkle it everywhere. Garten as in kindergarten. Yeah! I think this is the kindergarten of Banban, and these are Banban's little characters. So this is Banban. That's him over there. He's funny. And he's silly, you can tell, because he's got his tongue out. And because he wrote the end is here on a board. And then these are the other ones. I guess that's Banbalina and this is Captain Fiddles. I do know a decent amount about this game, I have to say. Like, a non-zero amount. Which is embarrassing, actually. Bring a friend day stickers. Peel slowly. Oh, I wanted to actually peel them. That's disappointing. Oh well. Should we go interact with the scary bird? Actually, I want to go on the swing first. Sorry, the seesaw even. Maybe the swing as well. This is stupid. I can't even go on the swing. This whole time I thought it was just a stupid nonsense word. To be fair, when it's Garten of Banban, I feel like that's pretty reasonable. Like, when the second word is objectively really goofy. Yeah, when the second word is objectively really goofy, I feel like it's pretty reasonable to assume that the first word is as well. There you go, scary bird. I'll find you your eggs. I'll find them. I'll find where they took them from you. I think I can hold multiple at once. I can't go down the slide though, so... Bad game, actually. Very bad game. Terrible game. I don't like the name Captain Fiddles. Me neither. Particularly in a environment for children. It does seem particularly inappropriate, one could say. There's got to be an egg around here, surely. Or in the tree. If Tears of the Kingdom taught me anything, eggs are in trees. Sometimes. Why is the bird wrinkly and veiny? I don't know. I feel like this isn't a real bird. I feel like this is like a... This is a structure, I think. This is like an object in the park, you know? Like, this is like a kiddie play area. And this is some kind of weird, gross character. A gross character whose whole gimmick is just having a big mouth that you put things into. It's not a good gimmick. It's pretty not good, but you know. I don't think this this whole area was designed with quality in mind. That's just my guess. That's just my opinion. There we go. So, that still says only one egg. Can I only hold one egg at once? Is that what it's telling me? Okay. No, that did let me feed two. So I'm gonna assume that I am allowed to have multiple eggs on my person. I'm gonna assume that the bird doesn't kill me if I'm full of eggs. The drone being there kind of scared me. And then I felt really embarrassed that it had scared me. Is there gonna be an egg in, like, in the slide? Is that not what that is? I guess not. I guess that's just a shadow. Stardew reference. Is that the eggs? Yeah. I mean, I've never had an egg in real life. I don't know about you. Oh, there's an egg. You little bastard. You are hiding. You know, I'm not proud to say it, but I feel like this game's actually going to scare me at some point. I think it's just going to be a jump scare, admittedly, but still. And actually, speaking of scary, let's see how the CPU is doing. Okay. This game is currently taking up 47% of my CPU. Which is impressive. Find eggs. Surely I've found them all. Surely there can't be any more eggs. I think I found 5 of them. I'm trying to think of creative places they might be hidden. But I'm also starting to think they might just be hidden in, like... What was that? What did I just turn on? Oh! Oh, I turned on that button. Cool. Down the slide. Yippee. Let's see if this does anything. Where is it? Where is my drone even gone? Is it above me? Am I missing it? There we go. I don't know what that did. Oh, okay. It released the egg that was definitely there. Cool. Egg hunt moment. A little bit. You know, I'm not going to say that was great, but it was definitely something. Was that not 6 eggs? Claim your reward at the mouth? Oh, that doesn't sound fun. Ugh, what a gross mouth. That's a yellow key card though, and that's what I wanted in the other room. Cool. One thing I hate about horror video games is that literally any time they could program a seemingly inanimate object to move. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either. Like, I'll be honest. As stupid as this game is visually, that fucking disgusting, rancid, wrinkly plastic bird has freaked me out a little. Like, in the sense that I feel like I have to keep an eye on it. You know? Cool. Which I'm not proud of myself for. Distraction at 1? What does that mean? Like, why is that a kind of scary thing to say? Why am I kind of scared? Also, what did I just get? I was not paying enough attention. I think I got the ability to, like, mess around with these boards, maybe? See, I want one of the chairs to come to life and just sprint at you. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, I did get that. Cool. See, I don't want that. Oh god, it scared me. I'm very pathetic when it comes to horror. Like, I think the last thing I want actually is to be frightened. Also, it just feels particularly embarrassing to be frightened about, like, this game. Like, this is just a particularly pathetic game to be slightly frightened of, you know? Oh. Cool. Like, it stands up Transformers style. Like, the 4 legs of the chair. 2 turn into legs, 1 turns into, like, an arm. Oh. I guess that was it. I guess that was all I had to do. What was my color? I mean, Banban was red. What question is it asking here? Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, I guess I just have to cycle through. You know, this is actually not that difficult when you vaguely, like, remember a few things about the game. Like, I know that Jumbo Josh is green. I know that a Peeler Bird is probably more purple. Was that a color? No, okay, I guess in that case a Peeler Bird is also pink. Oh, God. See, now I don't know. This little guy isn't red, I don't think. I don't think he's yellow. He could be blue? I have a feeling this one is orange. Off the top of my head. Okay. I think it's this guy that's wrong though, so I'm just gonna cycle through these colors until it says I'm right. I feel pretty confident that this thing is orange. I've famously gotten hold on to more than one egg at any given time. Yeah, I mean, I've only got one hand. What do you expect from me? What do you want from me? Is a Peeler Bird yellow? A Peeler Bird is definitely pink. Does it want me to, like, go back over and look? That sounds boring. See, I know I'm right. This is the only shade of pink, isn't it? Bambolina is definitely pink. Okay. You remember Fiddles being white, but I don't know which one that is. This could be Fiddles. He looks a little bit Fiddlesy. Maybe it's this one that I'm wrong about. That could be blue. Okay, it's not green. It's not orange. It's not white. Ugh, I hate to say it, but I think we're gonna have to go back to the other room and go figure that out. Which I can't say I'm excited about. I have to be completely honest. Her name is Appealer Bird. I remembered that. I remember Appealer Bird, I remember Jumbo Josh, I remember Bambalina, I remember Banban, that's kind of it. Gameplay. I know, right? Don't you love, remembering colors? Fucking scary, scary, claw marks on the wall. It is pretty scary, they've got me there. So Appealer Bird is pink. Scary Bird is pink. Oh, Bambalina is white. Captain Fiddles is like a blue. I think that's why Trashy remember Fiddles being white, because Bambalina's white, Fiddles is blue. Banban is red, which I knew. I knew that. I guess we'll have to go back all the way down here to figure out the colours of other ones. Yeah, there we go. So, Josh is green, I knew. Bambalina is white. Banban is red. Appealer Bird is pink. Fucking this suspicious character is like the blue. And then the jellyfish is orange. Okay. See, I'm surprised, Party, that you didn't immediately remember all of those and offer the answers. But I feel like you remembered. There's a weird game I remember seeing a Let's Play for where that literally happened at one point. That a chair just comes to life and runs at you. Good. Good game. 10 out of 10 game. Also, I love that this chair just doesn't, like, turn around at any point. And I do love the scary claw marks. Like, they go all the way down. Is the implication that the scary bird, like, climbed up from the bottom of this pit? Because, okay. Okay, I see your game, scary bird. Right. Take that to white. And then this guy is the blue color. There we go. And then this guy is orange. What would you have done if the bird was Oh, I guess I just skipped through the correct color. That's fine. Hold on. Scary bird noises. Okay. What would I have done if the bird was looking at me down the corridor when I went back? I would have been like maybe... Oh my god! Like slightly perturbed. Hold on. Should I let him get me? Is he gonna get me? Is he gonna get me? Is he gonna get me? Or is he just gonna look at me? Okay, is he just gonna hang out? What happens if I send the drone at him? See, I don't think the bird looks friendly. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think the bird looks friendly. You? No, you. You, actually. Also, I don't know how save points work in this game. Oh, I guess they work like that. Well, I guess I'll just... Oh, I can't turn it back around? I have to what? Just let it? I have to... But I can't turn this on. Okay, and then I press it. Oh my god, stupid fucking puzzle. I'm gonna die because the drone can't fucking hit this button. You know what? I'm gonna die this way. Fuck you, weird bird. I'm choosing my death, and my death is pit. I. Yeah, I guess you. Not me. You. Cool. So valid, my best eater peeler. I got a peeler birded. Yeah, I see that now. Well, I guess I'll just wait for this to turn red and then I'll hit it. This is so stupid. I don't like the way it waddles at you. I don't like the way it just stares at me. Look at it. It's kind of gross. It's kind of a gross little monster. Okay. Let's wait for it to turn red. There we go. Now I can send my uncomfortably slow drone at it. This is fucking agonizing, I have to say. It's playing the scary music. Is the bird following me? Okay, the bird is following me and at speed, apparently. Oh. I see what I have to do now. Oh my god. It's amazing because this game is maybe the least difficult thing in the world. But it also feels really unintuitive what I have to do at any point. I've figured it out. There's an orange thing on the wall that I need to press. So let's try and speed up this process a bit. Let's bring the drone like here. And let's say hello as he goes by. Hi. Oh! I guess I can stand too close to the bird and then it kills me. This is so stupid. Hold shift to sprint is the scariest thing so far. It actually is. To be running along a platform and then to be told to sprint at the last minute is kind of a terrifying thing to happen. Okay, well, I won't get that close to the bird this time then, I guess. I guess I'll stay away from that guy. Yeah, okay, bye-bye. And then when that goes red... What manufactured stress this is. This is ridiculous. Doesn't help that my drone is, like, actually kind of stupid. There we go. Okay. Okay. The emergency stop killed it, I guess? But we know it can climb out of the pit, so this is stupid. Also, now what? Now what? I guess there's no point going back round. Maybe a new door has opened. Maybe I've triggered a new door opening. Try kissing the bird. You think that will work? Like, unironically? Oh, I guess I do have the orange keycard now. Yeah, I guess that works. Sure. Yeah, I got an orange. I wasn't sure with the keycards whether they, like, allow me unlimited access to spaces of that color. Or whether it's, like, partly limited. Okay, boarding pass with a QR code. Sick. Button that I can't yet press. Cardboard boxes that I can vaguely push around. Some chairs that I can't sit on. What else? What else is there to interact with? I feel like I just got a prompt. Am I missing it now? Oh, it's right there. Cool. It takes ages after loading this into the room to be able to even use it. I don't want to kiss the bird. I'm glad that I killed it. I'm actually glad that I killed it to death. And I've always said that. Is that where I want to go? I don't think you could pay me to go down there. That doesn't look fun. It looks bad down there. To be frank. Oh. I guess I don't have to go down there. I guess it brought something up. In the world's slowest elevator loading in animation that I think I've ever seen. Scan the QR code. I was just thinking that. I was thinking when it popped up the QR, but like, I actually don't think there's any way I can revisit those things. Like, I'm pretty... Scary groaning noises? Okay. I'm pretty sure, okay. It's Jumbo Josh! And he's got loads of blood or something on one hand. Yeah, I don't think I can load up, like, items I've previously seen. The game isn't that good. Like, you know when I've opened it up, it's not even called, like, the window that it's opened in isn't Garten of Banban. It's clay. That was it? That was it? That was so stupid. How much is Garten of Banban 2? Let's check Steam. Garten of Banban, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. I told you it would take half an hour. I thought these games were like, I had it in my head that these games were really padded to like prevent you. I thought they were padded with chores to prevent you from just playing it and getting a refund. But I guess your Garten of Banban 1 is the free one, I suppose. So I guess it makes sense that this one was just nothing. You don't want to know the answer to that. It's $4.29, which is actively not worth it. You know? Also, here's a super fun fact. The Garten of Banban Jumbo Collection Bundle, which is all currently available games, which I think is about, like, 7 of them, I don't know, is £30. As a collective experience, Garten of Banban will cost you about £30. 30 real money. Also, hello Thievery, hello! I hope you appreciate I paused my very important Bones rewatch to be here. I hate to say it, but I hate to say it, Thievery. I feel like I have let you down with this, with today's broadcast. I don't know if this is worth it compared to Bones. I feel like Bones is better than Banban. Party, you spent so many channel points on this. I can't believe I made you spend so many channel points to get me to play this. This was basically nothing. Worth it, really? For a game which, in summary, was I found a key card, I broke some glass, I fed a bird some eggs, it killed me about 4 times, and then the game ends with a kind of shit big green guy jump scare. You're telling me the most challenging part of this was finding 6 eggs in an enclosed space and then remembering the colours of about 6 shapes. His name is Jumbo Josh. I know his name is Jumbo Josh. I know his name is Jumbo Josh because I bought you a plushie of Jumbo Josh. I remember his name. I can't tell you why there are 7 of these. I couldn't tell you. Do you wanna? Hold on. You know what we can do? Because I refuse to ever engage with the Garten of Banban game past this. The only reason this is worth it is because it's free. So, I'm thinking, let's go to the next best free thing that exists. That is close enough. Give me 1 second and you'll see what I mean. Okay, can you see? No, you can't see that yet. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know why this isn't working. Ah! I'm going to scream. I'm trying to bring up the Garten of Banban wiki. So we can at least look at the Garten of Banban wiki together. But I can't seem to get it to work. Hold on a second. Let's see if we can figure this out. So, I want a window capture. I want it to be Garten of Banban wiki. There we go. Stretch to screen. And then let's get some background music. I know exactly what I want. I can't believe I got myself so, like, legitimately a little bit scared of Garten of Banban 1 when it's not even short enough for jump scares to matter. Like, what a nothing game.
Is this that Banban anime all you young folks are talking about?
This is exactly that, Corvus. Yeah, unironically, that's what this is based on. I would never lie to you. I'm telling the truth. There we go. That's good enough. So, given that it turns out that none of you seem to know a lot about Garten of Banban, I don't know a lot either, but I know just enough to know that there are several of them and that they're fucking ridiculous. So let's look at the wiki. Let's look at a couple of things of the wiki. Theory got to see a whole 30 seconds of the game. I think you got to see the most eventful 30 seconds if it helps. Most of the game was me walking around about 4 rooms. But I guess we won. I guess that's it. I guess we won the whole game. The amount of harm to my CPU, yeah. A game that took about half an hour that, like, my PC currently is using about 16% CPU, and that's running Google Chrome, it's running Steam I've got open, it's running Streamlabs, and a bunch of other things. And this is using up about 15% total of my CPU. And background operations are doing that. Garten of Banban alone used up about 40%. Can you dramatically read any quotes that character wiki pages have? Yeah, I can do that. I don't know how many characters there's really gonna be. I feel like the fact that the wiki looks like this tells you a lot. And yeah, I guess this is the whole game. I guess the whole Garten of Banban 1 is about 9 steps. And the main antagonist is a Peeler Bird. So, okay, how about, should we see if there's any Peeler Bird quotes? Laughter is the best medicine, so make sure to smile is a classic Peeler Bird quote. Don't forget when you had to backtrack. I did have to backtrack once. Although that's only because I forgot shapes and colours, you know? What is this? That's a way more endearing shape. Pronouns she, her. I'm glad we know that now. I'm glad that this is included on the wiki. Please give them silly voices. Oh, like, oh no. Oh, I'm bad at voices. I'm terrible at voices. Like, oh, you know the only silly voice I know how to do is Cockney Child. Like, cool blimey, laughter is the best medicine, so make sure to smile, governor. That's all I know. That's all I've got. I guess this is everything. Also, sorry. In Garten of Banban 2, a Peeler Bird has a scar next to her beak and eyes, meaning that she got a scar after her fall in Garten of Banban 1. Sheriff Toadster is a fun one. Let's show you Sheriff Toadster. Sheriff Toadster is this frog. I guess. This is him. He's another character. He's another friendly face that shows up later. There's continuity, apparently, yeah. Let's see if we've got any, fun facts. It looks like Sheriff Toadster has a lot of dialogue, actually. It looks like Sheriff Toadster's first line is, "Listen up, criminal. That whole act of you being unconscious won't work on me." Which is a thing you love to hear from a law enforcement, person. I realized using Chrome's fuck my laptop today, so now using cursed browser Safari. Can I interest you in Firefox? I've heard Firefox is good. People say Chrome is ass. The only thing stopping me from switching is that I'm so used to Chrome, and I you know. Sir Dadadoo enemy? What is... what is this? And he has a little tie? Oh, that's lovely. I love this guy. He resembles a dark grey leech with a business suit and purple tie. Relatives, associates. There's something called Nab Nab. I want to look at Syringeon. I'm very curious about Syringeon. What is Syringeon? Ugh. Oh, gross. This wiki is hard to read. Yeah, they picked some bad fonts and colors. Sheriff Toadster the goat. I mean, so far, if this is my alternative, then yeah, I guess. Let's see, Nab Nab. I guess that's Nab Nab. These games go places. I wouldn't have unless it actively made my laptop sound like it was going to explode by just playing Disney Plus. That's rough. That's a bad sign. See, I feel like if Disney Plus makes your computer explode the way that Garten of Banban made my computer chug earlier, that's how you know Chrome is dead. Dead to you. Completely dead. Nab Nab's depictions show him lurking with his arms raised in the air in a menacing manner. I wouldn't call this menacing. Like, especially with the party hat, I would call this party. This is in a party manner, you know? Nab Nab just wants to vibe. And I guess he shows up in... Garten of Banban 2? Okay. Who's Mr. Kabob Man? This is just... I'm sorry, this isn't a character, surely. This is just, like, sticks on a wheel. It will mimic Banban as you put Banban party hats on it, and it shows up in Garten of Banban 3. Okay, see, now what I'm specifically looking for... Can you find a Garten of Banban tier list and tell us all your favorite characters? Okay, that sounds like a good idea. Let me close this down while I find that. Garten of Banban character tier list. Let's see if I find one. Okay, that's an option. Okay, let's use this one because it has it's seemingly using like images from the actual game. So let's see how this goes. Actually, the main thing I wanted to find, the main reason I even brought up this wiki is specifically because I wanted to specifically find one thing that I thought would be funny. For people that don't know anything about Garten of Banban. I know what I'm looking for. I'll know it when I see it. I'll know it when I see it. God, the number of characters kind of rapidly increases, huh? Like, what are Givanian citizens? What is this? This is ridiculous. Garten of Banban 8, is that? I guess this is the most recent. Oh, okay, it hasn't even released yet. Okay, well, hold on. I'll show you a different way. I was specifically looking for There we go. This was an easy way to find this. So I was looking for the Wikipedia page for Choo Choo Charles as he appears in Garten of Banban. I don't know a lot about this. I guess it's Garten of Banban 4. Choo Choo Charles shows up in a dream sequence. And it looks like this. Which is stupid. Which is really stupid. No. Choo Choo Charles is not from this. Choo Choo Charles is the main antagonist in the game Choo Choo Charles. Which is a different thing. Choo Choo Charles just also shows up in Garten of Banban 4 in like a dream sequence for unrelated reasons. Also, I saw Trash's Hear Me Out for the scary business leech. We all have our Hear Me Outs, but you're pushing it. It was this guy, right? Okay, let's put him in... I think he's silly. Let's put him in S tier for Hear Me Out. And we'll build our entire tier list around that. So... I think the polar opposite of Hear Me Out is Shut Me Up. A middle ground is... I'm listening. C tier. And... peak fiction. Where Hear Me Out is the best and Shut Me Up is the worst. I'm gonna say classic silly goofy Banban is peak fiction. Scary Banban that vaguely looks like Venom is definitely C tier. Like, this is easy. Bambolina is definitely Shut Me Up. Like, there's just something very off-putting about Bambolina. Jumbo Josh is... Hear Me Out. I think Jumbo Josh is the best. The color variations of Jumbo Josh, however, are gonna be ranked Shut Me Up because I think it's stupid. Like, I don't know why they're here. I don't know what these are. I know nothing about this. Syringeon is my favorite evolution. Syringeon is the best. Where is Syringeon? Let's rank him next. So this is Syringeon. I think Syringeon is mid. I think Syringeon is very mid. I'm not gonna rank him any higher than that. Nintendo Switch Raptors out? Ooh, I want to see mine. Mine is basically just going to be Tears of the Kingdom, I imagine, though. The Choo Choo Charles thing is a one-time crossover. They haven't done anything about it since. Yeah, like, I was kind of hoping that Choo Choo Charles would be here as, like, one of the characters. I guess we get the fucking, weird metal rod thing, but we don't get Choo Choo Charles. Which is very disappointing to me. Yeah, I don't know why that was a crossover. I think it's very... I don't know. I think in the genre of, like, vaguely shitty horror games, it makes sense. Drone and Bomb tier, you're so right. In fact, Drone is actively so annoying to me that I'm tempted to, like, add another row. Just for Drone. Yeah. And then we'll make it, like... It's also occurred to me that, like, surely this is backwards. I feel like green is the color for really good, but let's just make this gray so it's very clear that we hate Drone. Lore implications are elusive. It's a dream sequence, right? You can have anything in a dream sequence. Is what, I'm literally just looking for the name of the team that made Banban. Dream sequences can have anything is what insert name of Banban team here say. That's all. Appeal Bird is definitely I'm listening. Like, I don't have strong feelings about Appeal Bird after the little bit I've seen of Appeal Bird. I have even weaker feelings about Appeal Bird, but in blue. I'd call that C tier. Baby Appeal Bird is peak fiction. Like, that's sick. That's really good. Try to bottom tier, make a new bottom one. Yes, that's what that's for. Also, right away, I don't know what the fuck this thing is here, but it's revolting, and its face kind of looks like a drone, so I'm gonna put that in drone tier as well. Also, I don't know if these are buttons that control the drone. That definitely is. And these might be. And the very potential that they control the drone is enough for me to put them in drone tier. It's made by Euphoric Brothers. Yes. I'm vaguely aware of that. Because I know that in Banban 2 there's voice acting. And as far as I'm aware, it's just the creators of the game. Baby Appeal-a-Bird in blue is like better than just plain blue Appeal-a-Bird. But probably not as good as purple Baby Appeal-a-Bird. I think whatever this thing is fucking sick. That's going in Hear Me Out. What is this? Like a purple griffin? It's cool anyway. I think this and 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 this. Isn't that like the Fiddles guy? Okay. So, this version of Mr. Fiddles, if that was his name, I don't remember, with his hand up, is like, it's fine. It's fine. I'd say it's probably better than those two things, but listen, I'm not putting it on the same level as Syringeon. Syringeon is in its own tier. Do you think Banban was made? True, maybe Banban just happened. Looking at all of these images together, I can imagine a world that Banban simply popped into existence and was not in fact created. I really like this stupid thing that's lost one of its eyes for some reason, so that's peak fiction. But the rest of these are just gonna go and shut me up. I think it's really boring to have so many of them and they're all just slightly different colors. Like, what's the point? The one with no eye that stood up, however, is just as good. Just as good. Stream's so good. Well, I wouldn't have to be doing this if they'd have just made a better, longer first game. If Garten of Banban had taken me a full hour as I'd anticipated, then we wouldn't be doing this. I think this is Stinger Flynn. And I quite like him. Do I like him more than I like these guys? Probably not. Probably Syringeon tier. Okay, so the gross snail that has lots of teeth thoroughly shut me up. In such a... Like, I feel so strongly that this thing is revolting that I'm almost tempted to move a couple of things up a tier. But also I agree with my choices. I think this is right. This is that stupid, like, nab or whatever. And then also apparently... I'm gonna assume... So I don't know how easy it is to see, but based on what I've seen of Banban naming conventions, where this is Banban and Bambalina is Banban but a slightly different color and with a bow, I'm gonna assume that if this is Nab, this is Nabnablina. Nabnablina is a girl boss and therefore deserves I'm listening. However, Nab is easily C tier. Batman is AI generated like fucking Catly. As far as I'm aware though, it isn't, right? I think the worst part about this is that unfortunately a human mind did come up with this. Tragically, this is the result of human creativity. Which is rough, actually. Okay, Sheriff Toadster is kind of silly. Let's put Sheriff Toadster in peak fiction. I like him. I like him. He's giving. You kind of like the grey one. This one? You know, honestly, I agree. I agree. There's something about this one that is particularly goofy. Okay, this thing also kind of looks like a machine, so I hate to say it, it's going in drone territory. This kind of looks like that one... Is it Dragon Ball? It's like an enemy that vaguely looks like Mewtwo, but also more like an ancient Egyptian god that was also Mewtwo. I think I'm thinking of Beerus. He's purple as well. We're all thinking of the same Frieza. I don't think so. I think it's Beezus. I'm not willing to make a bet on it though. So let's all just think of the thing we think I'm thinking of and we'll all agree. Honestly, I think this is mid. I hate this. I hate this a lot. Do I hate it As much as I hate the snail, not quite. But I still do hate it. Also, this blue one is growing on me. And I'm just gonna gently rearrange some things in here to reflect how I actually feel. Beerus is Egyptian, yeah. Yeah, then that's who I mean. He looks vaguely like Beerus, but bad. Badrus. Okay, so this is two little crimptures that have merged together. That's fine. That gets a pass. I like the way that he looks horrendously terrified. I like it. I think it checks out. The yellow one looks full of joy. This one? I see that. You know what? I can see that. I might bump him up a tier. I feel like we need Shut Me Up to be slightly less full of disgusting creatures. Also, the more I look at this guy, the more I'm like... the more I think that he's really good, actually. Otherwise, this is fine. So, I can barely tell what this is, to be completely honest. It looks vaguely like a tortoise with another tortoise on top of it. I don't like it. It's gonna go in Shut Me Up. The silly necklace guys are friend-shaped. These guys? Yeah, they actually kind of are. Particularly the ones that are just waving hello or don't have eyes. They're kind of endearing. They're like actually an endearing, stupid children's character design. Fox with dino legs, this guy? Yeah, that's pretty bad. In fact, these four over here, in fact, these five increasingly make me feel really bad for putting these guys down here. It's like I don't think they deserve a higher tier because they're just recolors and they're the slightly less fun recolors, but these five things are objectively so much worse. Okay. This is a scary moon on a stick. I think that's peak fiction. That's quite good. Speaking of quite good, this weird, like, I don't know, this anteater with a paintbrush for a tail is easily peak fiction. In fact, that might even be Hear Me Out. I like this guy. What a strange shaped thing. And yet this is the first, other than like these guys, I can see this being a friend to children. You know, this is not a friend to children. I still think it's good. This is a friend. Oh, and speaking of friends, this like pale, sickly, ghostly thing, I'm gonna call that, honestly, that's peak. That's really peak. I think everything in this top tier is like a kind of good, endearing design. Everything in this tier is like endearing, but not in a good way. This tier, it's like I'm half repulsed, half fascinated. This tier is kind of just repulsed. This tier is just either the worst thing in the world or a recolor. It kind of gets less defined the further we go down the list, unfortunately, but I'm trying. Oh, these guys are a pair? Oh, I don't know about you, but I have a feeling these two are related to this, and I kind of love them. A pair of little scary ball things. Lovely. This, however, is not very good, and I'm going to pop that down there. I also think this is probably related to this, but in a gross way. This is just Banban, but blue. I'm not putting that any higher than this. That's revolting. Yeah, them being a pair boosts them. I was literally just about to say, oh, I think the one with white eyes is going to go in peak fiction, and the one with black eyes, maybe I'm listening. But the second they're a bundle, it's easily tier number 1, easily the best. Blue pen? The thing is, that could be his name. We don't know. Hold on. Let's bring up the Garten of Banban wiki. Let's go see if we can find this guy. So first of all, this little guy is called Brushista. And I am I do think Bruschista is delightful. Let's see if I can find... Let's see if I can find the blue ban. Okay, well it isn't called blue ban. I guess we know that now. Maybe cases? Flumbo! Status alive? Okay, well, Flumbo is quite a good name. Maybe I'll bump him up a tier. Maybe. That feels right. I like this little guy. Maybe I'm listening. I kind of love Flumbo. The more I think about Flumbo, the more I like Flumbo. In fact, I'm even tempted to swap out Flumbo for presumably Nabnablina. The names are pretty good. They kind of fluctuate between... I was gonna say they fluctuate between, like, some kind of pun or observation about the nature of the thing. Like, Jumbo Josh, given that he's so jumbo. They fluctuate between that and just absolute gibberish. Like, I guess Nab Nab is just Ban Ban backwards. But what is Ban Ban? Ban Ban is kind of just nothing. You know? Banbalina is just Ban Ban, but with, like, a femme little twist. Syringeon, I think, is the best name, actually, so far. This is Syringeon. I think if you put each and every one of us in a room and you give us, like, hours, and we had this character design and we had to hash out a name, I don't think any of us could come up with anything approaching how good Syringeon is. Yeah, I can go back. What about Ban Ban? Is it the nicknames? Ban Ban, also known as the Devil, Ulfman Adam, and K6. Oh, his also known as name is on the flight ticket. Are you connecting the lore, Corvus? Corvus, are you actually figuring things out? His hellish form, his injured form, his baby. Oh, his baby form's kind of good. Mural and Mural 2. Damn, they give him a guitar? Play it, Ban Ban. You strum that thing. What do you think he's playing? What song do you think Ban Ban is playing on the guitar? I'll go first. I think he's playing, Ingidar by Adrian Lenker. Your turn. Do you want to scan the QR code? Batman with the guitar, gotta hear me out. That's a fair one. I respect that more than I respect the leech with a tie. He's playing the entire Freebird riff. He is. He can play whatever he wants to play. I think it's the way he's kind of chill with it, you know? He's kind of like, you know, he's got that kind of flirty vibe going on. Like, he's a lot more flirty than when he's, you know, kind of ridden with mold. I mean, okay, let's try scan this QR code. Let's go back to the wiki. Maybe it's in story. It's probably in notes. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it's not a note, because those are just notes. Appealabird Chase? So it's not there. Full story? Oh my god, they have, like, all of the lore. What? What is this? 2000 to 2016? How much lore is there? Letter sent to Ulfman concerning the architecture of the ball pit? What a scary thing to say. I literally just want to find the receipt. It's not going to be in items. Items notes? The spider is real? Okay, fine. It's not here. Let's go via episodes. This is fucking difficult. Like, I've been a player and enjoyer of the Wikipedia game where you start on a Wikipedia page and you want to find another one. I think that's fun. This is a fucking nightmare. I just want a Wikipedia page here that has a list of the parts, the games. That's all I want. Okay, there we go. Garten of Banban. Sorry, this is making me lose my mind. So when you hover over games, the order is Garten of Banban 3, Roblox, Roleplay, 6, 5, 3 Roblox, and 7. That's the order of games for Garten of Banban. Spin-offs, Roleplay is there again, Punch Rush, and Missing Banban. Okay. Full story, RP skins, okay. Cast, fascinating. Characters, locations, items. Interactable, maybe? Maybe journals? Boarding passes. There we go. Have fun. Have at it. I'm gonna join you. Let's scan the fuck out of this QR code. Right. This is not gonna scan. Okay, it scans and it takes you to... Is that not how you count? What? 3, roleplay, 5, 2, 3 again? Okay, I don't know if anyone else has scanned the QR code. You'll know when you have. I'll let you all scan and do this yourselves. I'm not gonna ruin it, actually. You can have a moment. How about it? Okay. You did put in a lot of effort. I put in a lot of effort, actually. This wasn't simple. It took me a lot of effort to get to this page. Anyway. I think whatever this thing is kind of gross. But I actually prefer it to the normal Bambolina design. I don't like this, but it's one of my favorite recolors so far because it's fine. I like the eyes, actually. This is surely just that. Surely they're the same thing. Again, I actually prefer this to that. I'm so sorry. I started off with Nablina being like, she's such a girl boss, I love and respect her, and I've bumped her down to shut me up so fast. This thing's fine. This thing's fine. This thing's bad. This thing is... Okay, this thing's actually kind of sick. This is easily a hear me out tier. That's kind of cool. I remember scanning this years ago. Real band heads stay one step ahead. Yeah, I guess real band heads stay one step ahead simply by being aware of the game when it released, as opposed to... I was gonna say as opposed to several years later, but... Garten of Banban. Released on Steam on the 6th of January 2023. So first of all, the game I just played that was shit is only nearly 2 years old. And second of all, since then, they've churned out like several other games. Like 7 other games? I'm sorry about the ad, by the way. I wish I could close it too. So this is just a watering can. I am gonna have to put that in C tier. I think it's a bad sign when your watering can design is not as good as this horrifying abyssal turtle. Basketball with sunglasses, my first instinct was to be like, that's pretty cool. I'm going to put that pretty high up. However, that's the exact reaction it wants out of me, which means that without choosing to, I have the initial hit of ha ha ha, sunglasses on an object without eyes, followed by, oh, I've fallen for it. So that's going to go in C tier. That's actually way worse than the watering can. The bowling pin is fine. Like, that's just a bowling pin render. Basketball is just giddy and naff. A little. Sunglasses, in inappropriate times. And as for this bucket with eyes, I like it. I just don't like it as much as anything else in I'm Listening. I don't think I like anything as much as I like Syringeon. The more I think about it, the more I'm putting Syringeon in Hear Me Out, actually. So, yeah, that's it. That's the definitive Garten of Banban tier list. Oh my god, no. Well, okay. I guess we just all have to look at an ad for the Balearic Islands. So, this is objectively the truth, by the way. The Hear Me Out designs are legitimately fine. They're okay. Peak Fiction are either endearing or, like, goofy. I'm Listening are fine. I want to wear the bucket with eyes as a hat. It would be a fun hat. It's a fine color. The eyes are big enough that it makes it cute. It's a good shape. It's good shaped. So every time you hear Syringeon, you giggle a little bit. I love saying it. Like, I've had such a kick out of saying Syringeon. I don't know if that's been obvious, but I've had so much fun saying Syringeon today. But I do think, unfortunately, after today, I may never say Syringeon ever again. So I think I'm just getting it out of my system. Anyway. I'm in the process of debating what I want to do. Because I've only been streaming for like an hour and 20 minutes. And only only about 40 minutes of that was playing Garten of Banban. Which is embarrassing. So I guess I can uninstall Banban now and finally move it in Steam to my streamed folder. In fact, I'm kind of tempted to add to past streamed games, remove from to stream. There we go. After today, I may never say Syringeon again. Quote 1159. And all that means is that eventually that will probably pop up in Twitch chat and I will probably say it again. So thank you, Corvus. It may be in 2 weeks, it may be in 2 months, it may be in 2 years, but one day I will say Syringeon again. And I will remember this time. You should start speedrunning it. I bet speedruns of this game... Actually, okay, hold on. Let's have a quick look at how fast speedruns of Banban are. Let's go to speedrun.com. Let's just agree to those. And let's go for Garten of Banban. My bet is it's like 5 minutes. It's like 2 minutes. Maybe 5 minutes. Okay, so apparently... it's like... under 4 minutes. Which is wild. Can I just Mario Kart 8? You're gonna play it tonight anyway. That's a good idea. I could be very tempted. The only issue would be that I'd need to plug in my capture card and stuff. But I can give it a try. I can't remember if that works when I load into a game fresh. Okay, sorry, that's completely wrong what I just said. I can't remember if when I plug in my capture card, if I have to have stopped the stream and restart for it to work. Like, there's a chance I have to close Streamlabs. Oh, you want to know another thing, by the way? BBC Dance Mat Typing is on here. And I am on here. I am 8th. And I think it's validated, and I think the link takes you to my VOD. I've been on here for a while, I just don't think I've ever, like, mentioned it. I was thoroughly beaten. Because I think there wasn't... I think I was the first entry on here. That could be a total lie. 17th of the 10th. Yes, that's a total lie, but I was in the first 5. And even then, I had the worst time, which is pretty impressive. Yeah, 4 years ago, which is crazy. Completely crazy, actually. All levels 10 times? For this game? That can't be for this. Okay, well that's insanely impressive. Why has this person done this? This is a really talented typer, I have to say. I love as well that the person that did it a year ago only didn't beat me by about like 4 minutes. Right. Quote, Weeby Waha, Spaghetti Biscotti, Mamma Mia, Bugatti, Ravioli, Luigi. I know frogs like the back of my hand. 18th of the 5th, 2022. I don't even know what that would have been. I mean, we could figure it out. Hold on. One final thing. There we go. So, one final thing. 18th of the 5th, 2022. January, February, March, April, May. So the 18th of May. I know frogs like the back of my hand was something to do with Twilight Princess. I think. That would make sense. I love that this exists, by the way. I always forget, but the fact that Twitch Tracker just has all of this information is really fun. I like it. You can see, for example, that my first stream that it tracks is a Sims 2 stream from like the 5th of February. And then I did nothing until more Sims 2. And then I started playing Hollow Knight on the 1st of March. And then that became most of what I did, to be honest. They're saying that. There's way more variation. Oh, it's because I used to do Hollow Knight Mondays. Like, really consistently. And then it switched to Breath of the Wild Mondays. God, I was consistent back in the day. Like, this as an average has been a way better year for me than the back half of last year, but still. The fact that, look at this shit. Like, I used to 3 times a week. Constantly. Okay. I think I was there stream too. I think you were too. I mean, you would have been there for... There was a Minecraft one. That was whole stream. And I swear I did that before the Sims 2 stream. So I don't think it knows what I did in January of 2020. Because that wasn't my first stream. My first stream was in January. It was Stardew Valley. And then I did a Minecraft stream. But I don't think it was tracking me until this point, basically. You're moving your bookmarks, which means Chrome is open and the air actually smells fried. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Praying that moving your bookmarks takes as little time as physically possible, so that your laptop doesn't cook itself. The Lakebed Temple mini best. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. So this is so fun to track. I love being able to know that, like, I streamed Hades on the 20th of October. Cool. Nothing I can do with that. I can as well, actually. It keeps track of my stream titles as well. So, you know, helpful. So, for example, you can see that most of my early stream titles were name of the game concept. Hollow Knight good Wii game. And I guess I must have played Hollow Knight once before then, if it was my second time playing and I'm still baby. Also, let me catch up. I've done all the leftover stuff there is in Rebirth before doing one last quest and then progressing story, and having to wait till Saturday night to carry on is so annoying. I'm sorry, party, but could you wait for me? Could you? Have you done... So when you say you've done all the leftover stuff, do you mean including the, like, Chadley Combat Simulator stuff? You also have not done the hard mode Fort Condor slot, but you're not doing that. That's very fair. Does it make you feel better to know that I was rewatching Penny Parker's Rebirth playthrough today? Specifically the stream where she does Fort Condor. And she fucking hated it. And it took her the majority, like, it took her several hours to beat the Fort Condor stuff in Rebirth. Like, the non-optional stuff took her hours. Hours and hours. I think it was only the first Fort Condor that she did in one attempt. I also haven't streamed in ages. It's hard to find the time, Corvus. I get it. Like, I've averaged a bit over one a week this year. This year, I think I've averaged like 1.1 streams a week. And also, most of those streams have been sub 2 hours, whereas I used to do 3 streams a week, 3 hours each. But it's harder now. Like, I don't know about you, but most of my early days streaming was during, like, lockdown. And funnily enough, between about February of 2020 and the end of 2021, I managed to stream 3 days a week for 3 hours each because there wasn't really anything else to do. So that helped. I vividly remember FNAF Sunday. Yeah, I did a lot more FNAF. Spooky Sundays in general. I do Hollow Knight Monday, Spooky Sundays. Wacky Wednesday one time, I guess. More Minecraft. This was when I did A Normal Lost Phone. Briefly played Terraria and had a fucking horrible time. Like, I love that this information is here. I think it's really cool. Like, this is maybe a bit much. I don't think we all need to know this, but, you know, it's there. It's cool. That's most of what's left. Okay, fair enough. Well, hey, if you absolutely can't wait until Saturday to play more Rebirth Party, I get it, but if you can wait, that would be really cool. I'm really enjoying getting to secondhand play Rebirth through you. Penny Parker mention. I need to add a counter to the Penny Parker command. I want there to be a counter. Yeah, did anyone else watch the Game Awards? Me and Party stayed up and watched the Game Awards. Specifically, I travelled back from my work Christmas party late at night and got to Party's place just in time to start watching the Game Awards at about midnight, which we then stayed awake and watched the entire thing, and it ended at like 4:30 in the morning or something. And I had so much fun. There wasn't a lot for me. There wasn't a lot I felt crazy about. What are the top 3 streamed games by time? That's a good question. So that would be here. Games. Stream time in hours. It's still Hollow Knight by a large margin. Hollow Knight, Breath of the Wild, Skyrim, Just Chatting somehow has 50 hours total. But I think that's because, so right now, for example, I should really change my stream category to Just Chatting. I left it as Banban for a while, and I kind of do that more nowadays, whereas I used to be quite vigilant about changing to Just Chatting. I've played a lot of The Sims. I'm horrified to know that I've played so much Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. That is concerning, actually. There are some of these things that I'm like, damn, I guess I did only stream Resident Evil 4 for 17 hours. Damn, I guess I did only stream Luigi's Mansion for 13 hours. I think there's a lot of, like... Final Fantasy X, actually, has rapidly entered the top 25. Also, I guess this is how... I guess this is my list of streamed games. If I ever wanted to compile that, I guess that's here. Unfortunately, Genshin Impact is here, but let's not pay attention to that. I think in general, the top 20 are kind of dominated by things that I played in 22, 21... Yeah, 22, 21, a couple of 2023s. But they're mainly from 22 and 21. Well, 2020 through to 2022, because that's the majority of my time that I had to stream, basically. Like, if you think about Hollow Knight, I used to do that every Monday I did that every Monday for about half a year, and each stream was about 3 hours. Whereas something like Final Fantasy X, even though that is basically all I've streamed for the past 2 months, I stream it once a week for about 2 hours, and sometimes I do Garten of Banban instead, so, you know, it adds up. A Normal Lost Phone was really fun. I loved that game. That was a really fun game to play. I actually think in general, the games that I started playing on stream back in like 2020 really, like, I don't know, they did good. They really predisposed me to get into video games more, you know? Because when I start off, it's like Sims 2, Five Nights at Freddy's, Scribblio, if you remember, Drawful, Minecraft. Like, there was a lot of basic, like, I don't know, not basic stuff, but stuff that felt like starters to me, like classics. Too much because I was tired, I only watched Shred's announcements. That's fair. Staying awake till 4:30 was maybe not a good idea for me in party, but it was fun. It was really fun to watch live. Yeah, and Astrobot won Game of the Year, which is huge. Rebirth, unfortunately, didn't win as many things as I wanted it to, but it won Best Music. Whatever the Best Soundtrack award is, which is good. I think the announcement's really cool, even if only a couple will be immediate buys when they release. Yeah, I actually think the announcements were good this year. There was a lot of stuff that I was like, oh, cool. Not for me, but cool. But there's some things that I'm kind of excited about, like the Project Century Yakuza, potentially Yakuza game is cool. Akami 2 is exciting. I know nothing about Akami 1 other than the fact that people love it. Yeah, we used to do End of the Stream. Exactly. End of the Stream would be like a 20-minute to 30-minute just chatting period. And I used to actually, like now, except I used to actually switch to it. Where's Kingdom Hearts 1 on this? Kingdom Hearts 1 is gonna be so low on the list. In fact, if we're doing by stream time in hours, let's go the other way around. Garten of Banban now has 1.4 hours. Great. Which means that I've officially played more Garten of Banban than I have Civ 5. Or Have a Nice Death, apparently. Which I don't quite think is true, but okay. Yep, Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, 1.6 hours. Almost done with one main folder, there's 4. Oh my god. Do you think you need to give your laptop a break? Do you think you need to do a folder and close down Chrome so it doesn't actually burn itself? Or do you think it's the kind of thing you just need to get it over and done with? Give your laptop a rest when it can actually rest. Akami 2 is cool. I'm excited about Akami 2. God, I guess I did play kids. Damn. See, now this can't be right. Okay, so Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, I think is listed as 2 hours because I must have listed it HD once and normal the other time. Oh yeah, I used to play a lot of GeoGuessr, Silt, AI Dungeon briefly. So that's the thing, GeoGuessr is listed twice. Because I guess I must have just selected the category wrong. No, okay. I actually think I played more Kingdom Hearts. I think... Okay, maybe not. I was gonna say I think I must have listed it differently the same way that I did for GeoGuessr. Or Twilight Princess. But nope. Apparently I did only play 1.6 hours of Kingdom. That's not right though. Because I did at least 3 streams. Yeah, Yakuza 0 also got the same amount of time as Kingdom Hearts 1. Yeah, a short hike was a similar amount of time, but a lot of these were things that, you know, only required that amount of time. A short hike should be uploaded to my VODs channel, I think. I was originally gonna try and like edit that into like a 20-minute YouTube video, but I don't have a lot of editing time, and that was a very ambitious goal. Party, you should eat! It's so late! It probably needs a break, but you're gonna power through so you don't have to think about it anymore. Good idea, good idea. Get it out of the way. Your laptop will be fine. It can handle a little bit of being very warm, you know? It can handle a bit. So yeah, I guess it's Portal 2 and Blaze Ball are my least streamed. This makes sense. The Ratchler I only played very briefly before playing like a little bit of Bloodborne, I think. I'm surprised I've played that much chess.com on stream, but okay. Yeah, God, I think I've just played a lot of games in like the 3 to 6 hour range. I also don't think Twitch Tracker is perfect at my number of hours. Because I'm convinced I've played more Dead by Daylight, but maybe not. And I didn't think I'd played that much Genshin Impact, but also apparently maybe not. It also just got new expensive batteries, you have to take it for a test spin somehow. A test spin presumably of charging it up and then leaving it unplugged for as many hours as you want. As many hours as your heart desires, which is beautiful. Her Story was great. Her Story and Lost Phone, was it? A Normal Lost Phone were very similar in the whole, like, game that is just kind of investigating things more than, you know, that kind of game. But I liked that. I like a little investigation game. I had a lot of fun with both of those. Like, the same with What Remains of Edith Finch, really, is just kind of an explore kind of game. And even 12 Minutes, and I liked them both. But yeah, Hollow Knight really is, severe, like, apparently it's nearly 10% of my stream time ever. Which is kind of impressive. And the same with Breath of the Wild. I'm surprised, where's Tears of the Kingdom? Because I guess I haven't streamed that much Tears of the Kingdom, but I thought I'd streamed a bit more than... this. 12 Minutes was really fun. 12 Minutes I played... That was back when I could briefly stream on a Wednesday morning. Which I kind of miss. Like, I did it so briefly. That would have been... It was probably... Was it around this time? Was it even 2021? Oh my god, I guess it was. I guess around... around this time in 2021, I did a few like Wednesday mornings. They were really fun. It sucks that I didn't like really stick at it, but it was only really something I could do in the summertime back then. But I had a lot of fun with that. And I obviously cannot do it now because I have a full-time job. I'm gonna go see if the massive fucking mess in the kitchen's been cleaned, and if not, I guess I'll order something. That's valid. That's valid, party. I'm sorry you've got such a, like, a mess to have to clean up. But hey, if it is a massive mess and you end up ordering something, that's, like... That's honestly earned. I don't think you should have to clean other people's mess that often, you know? Like, it's a different thing if it's your own. Do I have... What does it say for my clips? Yeah, okay, I guess these are my most viewed clips. Which makes sense. God, some of these are old. Based Piss is very old. Firewatch Jump Scare is really old. God. I love Twitch Tracker. I love all of my little statistics. Even if visually, this is maybe, you know, okay, maybe my statistics aren't impressive, but they are fun, and that's what matters to me. It's just interesting to have this amount of information available, you know? Which is just crazy. 3 folders down, want to go? Hell yes! Okay, you actually have burned through it. You've gone very fast, Thievery. I think your laptop can stand it. I think it can hold strong. Jump scare. Firewatch jump scare doesn't feel that old. It's over 4 years. Over 4 years, Trash. Which is crazy. Right. I wish I could somehow have quotes on there. I know. That's the only downside of quotes, I guess, is that, like, because the quotes are literally just captured through... They're captured through Nightbot. But I also don't think... I don't think Nightbot, like, captures that kind of information. I'm gonna quickly open Nightbot and see. Yeah, because, okay, so to be honest, Bright set that up. And I don't really understand how... Whoa, okay, Nightbot has way more stats than it used to. I don't really understand how that works. Okay, I'm not going to share my Nightbot dashboard because there's maybe more private stuff here. But add quote is the most popular command, followed by quote, followed by mellow wins. Regulars... Logs, commands. Yeah, like, I don't understand how the, like, custom API stuff works. So I think in theory, if I talk to Bright about it, there's a way that she could, like, I think there's a way she could download and compile all of those quotes, but I don't know what it is. Like, a couple of years ago when I made my, like, best of 2022 video, I think it was. And that video ended with some, like, a random selection of quotes. The way I did that was that I literally just went into my Twitch chat and went, quote, quote. How many times has Benny Barger been used? That's another... let me have to see if I can find that. I don't think I'll be able to find that. Like, I don't think there's a way to see how often a command is used. Like, I can look at top commands, but I think that's just... I think that's just from, like, the past 10 days or something. Yeah, so in the past 7 days, the Penny Parker command has only been used once. But that's all I can find. Unfortunately. Nightbot is not perfect. Are these monkeys my friends? See, now that could be from anything. That could be any game. I wish I could see which quotes will come up the most. I know. I wish I had this information. The only way I would have that information is if I, like, saved my Nightbot chat log every 7 days. But that's not gonna happen. I barely remember to export my streams to YouTube so that I can save them down. And I've gotten better at that recently. Like, that's become more of a habit. But that's also just because I feel quite committed to having my Final Fantasy X playthrough be, like, a full, like, playthrough. Like, a full everything of the game is streamed and is saved. Like, I want my Final Fantasy X playthrough, like, archived properly. Because there's so many things that I've, you know, played through on stream, but then there's no, like, archive of that. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but it matters to me. Like, it's a nice thing to have, and I wish I'd have known earlier that I could export stuff directly to YouTube, because what I used to do was download a stream and then upload it to YouTube, which took about 3 times longer than just exporting it directly. And it means that I played about, well, you saw, like 10% of my total streaming ever has been Hollow Knight. But I think I only have about 6 Hollow Knight streams saved anywhere. And 3 of those are just me trying to beat Radiance, which took fucking hours. There isn't a full Twilight Princess, I don't think. Let me check. Because I also haven't been the best at like keeping my playlists up to date. Hold on, I can. Oh my god, I've been having such trouble with getting... Wait. Okay. I've been having real trouble with window capture recently. It seems like basically any time I want a window capture, I have to start from scratch. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, I keep my VODs channel nowadays pretty up to date, and my playlist system is pretty good. So, all of my Final Fantasy X streams are here. For some reason, they're in reverse chronological order. And I'm trying not to think about that. Maybe I can fix that later. But also, recently, I've been labeling everything by, like, the game and by part. So, for something like Three Houses, for something like Harold Halibut, even... Okay, yeah, not for Alien Isolation. Even Jedi Fallen Order, I went back and retroactively renamed this. So, something like this. This I'm proud of. Like, I'm proud with this kind of structuring. But if you go back to, like, older playlists... So even, like, I don't know... Breath of the Wild's a good example, actually, because there's a lot of it, but this is fucking incomprehensible, you know? Some of this isn't even in the correct order. Like, why does it go 4th of January, 11th of January, 18th? That is in chronological order. But, like, why is there 2 slash marks? Like, this is such a mess. You know? And I'm not a big fan of that. But I've been really enjoying, like, proper playthroughs. Like, the Harold Halibut one, I think, is complete. I don't think there's any of that missing. There is, unfortunately... Oh, I'm really proud of my Resident Evil one. My Resident Evil one is Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, and as far as I'm aware, basically all of 4. I think there's a chance. There's a chance that there is a stream or two missing from this that I forgot to export. But this should be everything, which is good. I need to go back and retroactively rename all of these. Resident Evil 3, this is all of it. So this is the 6-hour stream. This is the 2-hour stream, but it's in 2 parts because I think I ended stream halfway through. So I need to go back and rename these. There's quite a bit missing from Resident Evil 2, I think. There's maybe like 2 or 3 streams, but that's it. As for Twilight Princess, that's here. I have 13 of the streams, which is probably most of it, to be honest. There's probably some missing. Like, I'm gonna immediately mute this, but there's a pretty high chance, first of all, that it apparently just doesn't load. There's a pretty high chance that this isn't actually the last video, you know? So, oh no, actually, it looks like this was me beating the game. Yeah, I don't know why it's not loading, but this does look like me beating the game. So that is the final stream. So that is all of them. Which is fine. Yeah, Final Fantasy X, out of nowhere, the first part just popped off. But it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing because, I've learned that the YouTube audience is not built like Twitch. Like, people finding a YouTube thing that looks like a playthrough, the way that this looks now, like, by labeling it like this, it looks like a playthrough, you know, like a proper one. So people have not been enjoying how much I talk over cutscenes and then immediately, don't know what's going on, which I've done a billion times, and in many ways I find it annoying as well when I do it. But yeah, the people have not been enjoying it when I talk over a cutscene and then ask questions that I could answer myself if I had just watched the cutscene. But other than that, I agree. I feel in my heart that the point of a stream versus like a recorded playthrough that you just do on your own, the point of a stream is that you have a back and forth. Like, you're not playing the game in a vacuum, you're playing it like with audience, which means that you should talk. Like, from when I started streaming to now, a thing I've always been very conscious of is that when you're streaming, you should talk. Because if someone shows up to a stream and you're just sat there in silence looking at the game, that's fucking boring. And you know, I might not always be spitting out bangers, but the last thing I want is for someone to show up and be like, oh, she doesn't even say anything, this is boring. But at the same time, as a person that has watched other people's, like, stream playthroughs, it is a little frustrating sometimes when you watch as someone watches something and then asks, like, oh, what do I do next? And it's like, oh, no, you just saw. So I do get it. And I think there's probably a lot of things in Final Fantasy X in particular that I've missed because I talked over a cutscene and then didn't really know what was going on. So I get it. But I think it's a hard middle ground to actually hit, because if I wanted to pay 100% attention to the cutscenes, never talk over them, simply sit and watch them, and then talk, then I would just play it in my own time, you know? Like, I feel like when you stream something, you kind of turn it, you know, you sacrifice a bit of attention to the game to pay attention to other things as well, but I do want to pay more attention to the cutscenes in this game, though, so I do get it. If you do make a den playthrough, I'd love to try and make a thumbnail art for it. That would be very cool. I would love to have thumbnail art. Like, when I started collating these a bit more, I was thinking about even just making one thumbnail art and just keeping and just using that. So, like, I don't know, some kind of screenshot from the game, some kind of, like, icon in the bottom left corner, that like some kind of like numbering in the bottom left, and then some kind of like overlay. I hadn't really thought it through, but honestly, YouTube has been pretty good at suggesting screenshots recently. So YouTube has always kind of given you 3 options when you upload a video. But recently they seem to be phrasing them as more like, we found these moments from the game that might be good. And honestly, they've been fine. Like, for the ah ha 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 bit, YouTube actively suggested to me a screenshot from the game where Titus does his stupid laugh, which is perfect. Blitzball Nightmare I like, because it's just a nice picture of Yuna. Like, I'm okay with these screenshots from the game. Like, I think these are pretty decent game screenshots. So, honestly, I don't know. Sometime I'd love to actually force myself to do more art. I will, because I think if it was going to be for anything, it would be for this. It would be for Final Fantasy X. Actually, that's a complete lie. If it was going to be for anything, like if I was ever going to be like, okay, I am committed to a proper parted game upload. I'm committed to getting it onto my archive channel. I'm committed to getting it high quality. It would be for Silksong. For Silksong, I would want it to be like pristine. I would want part titles that refer to moments in the game. I would want them numbered. I would want them scheduled to upload frequently. Like, I would want it good. Like in a Let's Play, yes, that annoys me, but it's a stream, yeah. Yeah, I think I feel the same. I feel like there's just different expectations of like a privately recorded Let's Play versus a stream. Like, a privately recorded Let's Play where it's just a person and the game, and they also edit it a bit afterwards. So even if it's still like an hour of gameplay, they've cut out some parts where maybe they did get lost or confused. You know? Like, I feel like that feels good. That makes sense. But I also don't think I could do like a Let's Play like that. I don't know. I don't really watch a lot of content like that. I tend to like yap-heavy content. Like, not to mention Penny Parker again, but there's a reason I'm a fan of Penny Parker. I think she's very good at balancing paying attention to the game and knowing when to be quiet. But also she talks a lot, and that's what I want. I want to watch streams of someone that talks and like has things to say, even if they're not always bangers. I kind of reverse have the same when I watch streams on YouTube and the streamer doesn't interact. I'm like, huh? Yeah. I feel like it gets hard when you have a really like busy, heavy, active Twitch chat. Because at that point, you can't really keep up with anything. Like, you can't actually like have a thread going. So it's kind of just you play the game, you look at Twitch chat, you see what's going on, you look back at the game. Like, it must be harder. But I feel like you gotta do a little, right? Like, even if your Twitch chat is moving really fast, why are you streaming if you don't want to look at it? You're done, you're free from Chrome hell! Congrats, Thievery! What did you switch? You switched to, like, a shitty Safari browser, right? My condolences. On the plus side, I feel like I only ever hear that Chrome is really, like, bad for your computer, so hopefully, if you've freed yourself now, you can stay free forever. The idea of drawing a Minnesota in a different hat or outfit is fun. I would love that. Like a themed hat for the game. Again, not to be too Penny Parker pilled, but that's exactly what Penny Parker does. Like, if I can find Snapcube 2. In fact, if I go to playlist, this might be better. You can see that kind of that's kind of what she has. Like, screenshot from the game, and then some kind of art in the style of the game of her, like, character. And it's lovely. It's really lovely. Particularly for, like, something like Final Fantasy VII, where it's always, like, a different screenshot from the game, but then, like, the same overlay, which I just think is really fun. Obviously, this is a very extreme version of, like, character in a different outfit. Like, there's even different art styles and different artists between them, but I still think it's very fun. I'm reading the bot one comments. It's kind of funny how serious people are in there. I know. I'm slightly embarrassed by the comments for the Final Fantasy X Part 1 because, like, there's only about 4 or 5 that are people being like, hey, genuine tip. I recommend for this game you talk a little less with cutscenes. The story's really good. You should pay attention. Save the talking for, like, fights or something when otherwise there's not really much going on. There's only, like, 4 or 5 that are like that. But I'm kind of embarrassed because, like, the pinned comment is one from me being like, I get what you're saying. I would like to improve. But also I like talking to Twitch chat. And I feel kind of embarrassed that I took it so seriously after 5 comments to post, like, a response. Like, when I was writing that, I felt like I was writing a fucking YouTuber apology. I was like, this is ridiculous. It's 5 comments. But once I had them, I couldn't stop thinking about them. Like, I got really in my head about it. I kind of went a bit on a cycle with the... When I saw that first Final Fantasy stream upload was doing well, it started off where it had like 500 views, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. It had like, I don't know, 5 comments, just people talking about the game, or being like, oh, I'm glad I found this, and I was like, oh, this is lovely. And I was like, oh, people are finding it, people have enjoyed it, this is great. I'm really glad that this is the series I'm trying to commit to uploading, because it seems like maybe there's people that want to see it. So that was my high. That was when my hubris was at its absolute peak. And then within like 2 days, it was people being like, yap, yap, yap. You need to shut the fuck up. And it got in my head. I think that's why I'm so torn now that the Final Fantasy ones are getting better views than anything I've ever uploaded here. Because on one hand, it's inherently very fun to do something like a stream, upload it, and have more than 0 people see it. However, I'm learning that not a lot of people on... I'm learning that a percentage of people on the internet find me really annoying, and are very comfortable sharing that with me. And that's slightly less fun. But I'm feeling better about it now. Like, I hit a peak hubris where I was like, everybody's loving my Final Fantasy video. And then I hit peak low of, oh, everybody hates me. And then I've kind of plateaued up to like a normal... My uploads are for me, and the people who like it can have it, and the people that think I'm annoying can go away. And at the same time, I can take a wider lesson from it, that actually I don't need to be so stressed about talking all the time when streaming, because actually maybe people would be fine with me shutting up a little more of a cutscene. So I feel like I learned a good lesson in a bad way. Also, let me catch up with Twitch chat. I feel like I've just gone on a massive rant. Close Chrome and my laptop immediately stopped trying to cough up a lung. Chrome sucks. You're using Safari because it came with the Mac and you can't be fucked. That's fair. That's fair. When it's your computer's default browser, surely it's got to be optimized, right? Like, Chrome kind of sucks because I feel like Chrome know that they can just get you to use it, because lots of people do. I feel like Mac Safari is probably going to treat you pretty well just because that's the default. And because of the competition of Chrome. Used it for the longest time. It's not bad. It's a different layout that kind of sucks, but it's all an adjustment. Yeah. I feel like the first time using Chrome, it probably felt like that layout sucks. Like, I have to use Microsoft Edge on my browser for work. And when I first started using that, I was like, this sucks. I want to switch back to Chrome so badly. But I wasn't allowed to use Chrome on my work laptop. So I had to kind of train myself to get used to it. And now I kind of like it. I don't love it, but I'm used to it. just the people being like, damn, another awful let's play for this game where the streamer talks too much. It's very silly, I know. I've kind of hit the point now where I think it's silly. I do think it's a little silly to find a stream re-upload. Like, I think it's pretty clear that it's a stream re-upload. And everyone's mad? Like, I do get it. I feel like I'm being sassy about these people, but I totally get that watching, like, loving a game, being excited to watch someone play it and experience it and react to it, and finding out that the way they react to it is basically going, oh, I'm not looking at the game anyway, is a bit of a disappointment. But at the same time, sometimes it feels like maybe for some people what they want is like a PNG of me in the corner going, like, interesting, like making a thinky face while, you know those YouTube videos that are just like a game movie and it's just someone takes all the cutscenes and important story bits and they just put it into a video so you can basically enjoy the game without anything. It feels sometimes like maybe that's what people want, just that playing with a PNG of me in the corner. Yet another one to avoid is that, yeah, that's the thing, is that, like, when I started getting them, the first few were genuinely very polite. People just being like, here's a tip. You know, you don't have to talk so much over the cutscenes. You know, engage with the story. Like, they were genuinely phrased quite nicely. And I took those on. I was like, oh, it's nice to hear that people wouldn't mind. That was nice. And then it's like a couple of people politely, nicely offering a tip to do that seem to open the floodgates for people that just want to go, boo. The internet will humble you really quick for no reason. Exactly. That's what happened. Is it just that the comment trend went from people finding it and being nice, people finding it being nice but having notes, to people finding it and being mean. As viewership drops off, you'll lose the complainers, keep people who get it want to watch. Yeah, that's the hope. Hopefully the people that are still, like, checking in with the uploads are people that have enjoyed what they've seen so far. And I do think that I've paid more attention to the game in recent parts as well. I just really love your streams. I think they're super fun. I'm glad. That's what I want. I want, you know, I feel like I stream for several reasons. Obviously a pretty high up one is that I want to play games. But also, like, I mean it when I say that I like the experience of playing a game and also interacting with a Twitch chat. Like, I think that's really fun, and I find that a very fun way to play a game. And I want that experience of there being, like, an active chat, like an active... I want it to feel like there's an active chat that you can engage in that is fun, and that at the same time me playing the game is fun. So, I'm glad. Excuse me, don't give regular life updates. I love regular life updates. This is what I mean, though. I don't, you know, lurking is a very, very valid thing. I am a massive lurker. But at the same time, I don't want people to feel like, you know, I feel like there are a lot of streams that you can type a message into Twitch chat and it just disappears and it means nothing. And I don't want it to feel like that. I want it to feel like it's seen, you know? Particularly because I don't have a insane fast-moving Twitch chat. I have a delightfully... I'm very, you know... Oh God, what's the word? I'm very pleased with the fact that I have a Twitch chat that moves and that people want to say things, but also it doesn't move so fast that I can't read it, which is great. Like, I'm glad. I'm really glad for that. It's like an unedited stream upload. Exactly. Yeah, I feel a bit sassy about some of them. Kingdom Hearts 1 is my favourite games of all time, but I'll always prefer people to be honest about it than pretend to like it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even remember what I did with Kingdom Hearts 1. I can't remember how much of it I talked over. I feel like my honest opinion of Kingdom Hearts 1 was that I liked it, but that it was too hard for me. That it was too hard and maybe too big of a game commitment at the time. I'm gonna eat mochi in my bed. I'm so hungry. Eat mochi. What a based snack selection choice. I love mochi. Some of my favorite mochi it's like a coconut filling, and then I think like a pandan mochi green outer bit. Fuck, I love that mochi. I could eat that every day of my life. I would eat that for every meal. Those stupid TikTok videos where people repost a video and then green screen themselves wordlessly pointing and nodding in the corner with zero input. Exactly, like, the point of those TikTok videos, as far as I'm aware, is people doing re-uploads of media, and by putting themselves in the corner, I think they're trying to skirt around, like, the copyright issue by, I don't know, by first of all, I think making it harder to find for copyright, like, searches, because they get in the way of the recognition. But also so that it can look like they're doing a reaction, so I guess there's some... It's just so stupid. It's like, the people that watch those TikTok videos, occasionally me, just want to watch the content. Like, the person in the corner is only there to legitimize it in the eyes of TikTok. It's gonna be so dusty. Yeah, it's like, it's not as bad a bed snack as, like, I don't know, like a really... like a piece of toast, or like, I don't know, what's the, like a shortbread biscuit. I'm trying to think of the crustiest, crumbliest things I can think of. It's not as bad as that, but it's a pretty risky snack. You're gonna have to hit the, you know, eat and hand. I do genuinely think we have streams to thank for the quality of our friendship. People learn a level of we can have a catch up on a regular basis, and especially through lockdowns. Yeah, honestly, yes. Like, streaming through 2020 and 2021, obviously I would stream 3 days a week, 9 hours total, and I'm really grateful for that. Like, I'm so grateful that over that time, it was just, I'm so grateful for the way that I got to, at the same time, play new games, and also, like, keep in touch with people. And I don't know, it felt very social for me. It still does, you know? I'm not a mochi fan. You're not, Trash? Maybe I don't want to be your friend anymore. Maybe the mochi thing has ruined it. Peanut mochi is the best. Yeah, peanut mochi is really good. Peanut mochi is really good. Like, black sesame mochi is really good. It's a touch thing. I just can't get it, but I enjoy the appeal. Oh, that's fair. The texture is like... I think it's definitely an acquired taste of texture. But I love it. I love that it's like a gelatinous treat, except it's not too hard on my teeth. It's like a gummy sweet that my teeth feel gently caressed by. I've ruined your sense of humor in the best of ways. That's concerning. And amazing. That's what I've always wanted. That's what I've always wanted. That's been my dream since day one. Day one on this earth. That's what I've wanted. I feel bad for you because you're missing out. You are missing out on mochi. I don't have it nearly enough. It's like a very special treat when I have mochi. Sesame tastes so good, I'm so mad. A black sesame filling of anything is amazing. And I want it to become more popular. I feel like I've seen black sesame donuts as like a trend, but I don't know how popular they actually became. But yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna have it in me to go back and rename all of these videos to have this like part structure. I actually did for my Tears of the Kingdom playlist, which I have a concerning feeling I can't see. Am I blind? There it is. Yeah, I went back and renamed all of these. Just adding the part numbers. I didn't really rename the streams. Yeah, I'll never have it in me to go back and rename everything. But anything new, anything in the past, like... I guess anything in the past, like, 6 months are properly labeled here. And I really like that. I guess that isn't properly labeled. Is that even in the playlist? Anyway, I prefer it a lot as a structure. It makes me feel really happy. It makes me feel like this is like an archive, like a proper archive that I can be proud of, and it's good. But there's some really old stuff in here. Like, I have 10 Hollow Knight videos, and I mean it. all 4 of these are just Radiance. Sorry, all 5, because that's Radiance as well. Which is embarrassing. But I do proudly have the Hornet 2 stream. Which I'm really glad I have. Sorry, this is also Radiance, so most of it is the Radiance. My streams are so magical, like the way Melo's stream was a key factor in the success of my masters. I want to bring us all together. That's all I've ever wanted. My streams are simultaneously a way for me to play video games and force the people I know to know each other. That's kind of been all of it, really. Took me a while to do it for my Kingdom Hearts ones. Also, getting rid of the copyright mutes was so annoying. I can imagine. Have you been re-uploading to YouTube as well then, Corvus? Or is this, have you saved them as highlights to Twitch? Copyright mutes are really annoying. I think there's a couple stream uploads that I have that have that issue. But I've just kind of accepted it. I just kind of have coped with the fact that that's the way it is. And that's the way it's always gonna be. Yeah, I guess I have all of a normal lost phone as well. But that's just because I did it in 3 streams. I think I have all of Firewatch. I have all of What Remains of Edith Finch, but that's just because that was a really fucking long stream in one. I've had such shitty days and got to bed with a smile on my face because Mellow streams. Thievery, you have no idea how much that means to me. I'm so glad. Like, particularly in the context of having had these YouTube re-uploads recently and finding that apparently some people, by watching my streams, leave with a very strong frown. That's lovely to hear. You've archived your moment of betrayal. I have archived your moment of betrayal with the Hollow Knight. I also archived, in theory, in theory, my Mellow Loud command is because of this stream. Because towards the end of the stream, my mum sent me a text. So bearing in mind that this stream, I would have started at 8 PM. And it's 4 hours and 42 minutes. So I finished that stream at about 20 to 1 in the morning. The entire time talking at this volume. And I think at about, I don't know, like 20 past midnight, my mum sent me a text message saying that she loved me, but that I was being a little loud. Which is a very kind thing to say when I was screaming at nearly 1 AM and she had work in like 6 hours, so. But that is there. Force the people I know to get to know each other as you getting Thievery to watch. And it's working so well. Technically responsible for me doing Trash's book art stuff. Just because I think if I just put enough cool people that I know within a certain radius of each other, good things simply happen. I don't have to do anything. I can just sit back. They're all on a Twitch playlist. Okay, amazing. It's been on my list a long time, actually, Corvus, because I know you mentioned that you'd saved your Kingdom Hearts videos. It's been on my list, because I do want to... I don't think I can play it, but what I did play was very goofy. Literally, in some cases. And I did want to experience more of that. You know, I literally went up in person to watch Magdalena Bay live because of Mellow's stream. I'm changing the world! I'll go to war for you. Oh, Thievery. Stop. I would never ask you to. I would never ask you to. I respect you too much to ask any of you to go to war. I would make a couple of YouTube commenters go to war, though, however. Against each other. Because I think that would be entertaining for the rest of us. So I think we're not all of it. I liked this game a lot. And I'm really glad that I did it all in one sitting. I think towards the end, I was fucking exhausted. But it was fun. I had fun. So I'm glad I have stuff like that. I'm not glad I have my Town of Salem stream archived because I think this is one of the first streams where I hated a game so much that I think I got a little emotional. but that's archived. I don't know why there's only one video in my Mario Kart 8 playlist. I think that might be broken, because I swear I have more. But yeah. Like, a lot of the games that I played a while ago I don't have, which is annoying. Oh, also the BBC Dance Mat typing video also kind of popped off, but this is specifically because I uploaded it to speedrun.com or whatever. And also I think comments are turned off, I think, because of I Will Survive. And nowadays I'm kind of grateful for that, because with this number of views, I think the video would have done the exact same thing as the Final Fantasy X one, where I would have had a few comments of people being like, huh, what a neat and quirky choice to play this game. I remember this from school. Thank you for reminding me it existed. Probably immediately followed by, top tip. If you keep your fingers on the home row, it actually makes typing a little bit faster, and you might improve your time. And then I think that would have opened the floodgates for, you're so bad at typing, I think you should cut off your hands. I think that is what would have happened. So I'm really glad that Gloria Gaynor single-handedly saved me from that fate. It might have broken me. So feel free to skip through some of the boss fights where I die like 20 times. No, but that's the Kingdom Hearts way. That's the Kingdom Hearts way. It's more challenging than one would possibly think. The typing criticism would have broken me. It would have been too much. Listen, I can handle being told that I'm a yapper. That's fine. Being told that I'm bad at typing? Not on. I'm not taking that. Also, it's occurred to me that I've been treating today's stream with the same relentless optimism as if it was a Friday. It is not a Friday. It is a Wednesday. And I have to wake up for work tomorrow. So I should probably end the stream. He says an all blaze. It kind of is. It actually kind of is. I actually have an increasing amount of respect for people that do well on YouTube, because I imagine they get some god-awful comments. And I think maybe when you're like successful on YouTube and you have a lot of like eyes on you, you probably get a little better at ignoring some of the slop. But I don't think you ever get perfect at it. And I could barely handle like 5 comments that were vaguely antagonistic, so I don't know how people do it. Yeah, I've got no idea. Heavy or yapping? Twitch is for yappers, I think. Twitch is for yappers and YouTube is for, like, I don't know, solemn reflection. Yeah, that's the difference. Maybe one day I will do a YouTube-only upload and it will just be me playing a game, but I'll just sit there in silence the whole time and just look at it. Just let the hate flow through. Oh, believe me, it's been flowing. There were a couple days there that it was real flowing back at the world. Ooh, I would love to see your Magdalena Bay merch. Show me. Where am I looking? Fucking mouse, I'm going to kill it. You choose for Sith, Twitch is for Jedi. You're so right. That's how it feels. I don't think I knew that the difference in the YouTube audience versus the Twitch audience was so strong, but I've learned it. I've learned it now. YouTube wants something different from me, something that I'm not willing to give it. I'm not willing to compromise that much. Oh, that's gorgeous merch. Oh, merch with colours. Oh, merch with shapes and colours. The hat is great as well. Less colours, but classy enough that it gets away with it. God, most of my like band merch ever has just been like a black shirt with tour dates on the back and some kind of shape on the front. I much prefer the kind of tour merch that has like a real design on it. And the little guys are lovely. I like their smiles. They look kind of sassy with it. They look a little bit like they know they're cute. They know they're adorable. comments are also bots. That's what I'm choosing to believe. If I ever receive any YouTube comment again that has even the slightest tone of constructive criticism, I'm going to assume that they're a robot and therefore ignore them. Which is what we should all do when receiving criticism. The hat has the imaginal disc on it. Is that what the vaguely gear-like shape is? I like the font at the very minimum. I don't know what an imaginal disc is, but I like the font. That's what that's what I know. Before you leave, what would be your dream self-branded merch of any kind? Mugs. It would be mugs. Yep, it would be mugs. No, it wouldn't. It would be a backpack. It would be a backpack. It would be a sick-ass backpack. Yes. Criticism banned. It's so tempting. Listen, I knew that the minor criticism was getting to me because I hit a point with my Final Fantasy X VOD where I was looking at some of the comments and I was like, what if I just deleted this? Nobody would know. But I didn't want to do that. A piss mug? Honestly, kinda. Whether that's just like... Okay, no, okay. My dream merch. It would be one of those like trick cups that you can like, you know, the ones that like pour, they've got like liquid on the inside, so you can almost like pretend to pour them or empty them. Hold on. I'll show you a picture. Like a disappearing liquid cup, like this kind of thing. This, but the instead of like disappearing milk, it's piss. It's not actually, it's just yellow colored like water, like food colored yellow water. But it's the ambiguity that matters. And then maybe there's like, I don't know, maybe it says Melomaniac on it as well. Something like that. A plush chibi that has multiple quotes. That would also be fun. If we're, you know, but I'm a fan of the simple things. Like a simple cup that has Melomaniac on it and like the liquid in it disappears. You sent me an image of the imaginal disc. Oh! Okay, no, I have actually seen that cover art before. And that's the disc. The one being plucked out from the mind. A disc of the mind. An imaginal disc, one could say. A mug that on one side says Melomaniac and then the other side just says this mug is full of piss. No. Trash, it doesn't say this mug is full of piss on the other side. It says it on the inside of the mug at the bottom. So the premise is that you drink, so that once you've... This is stupid. But only once you've drank the entirety of the cup does it reveal the message at the bottom, and the message is, this mug is full of piss. Go piss girl. Or that would also be good. Imagine if you pressed your plushy hand and it said this. If I pressed, okay, well that's something fun to imagine, that I press my plushy hand and it says, it just says with your voice just comes out of it saying that. Fair enough. Fair enough. The disc is actually being inserted. That also makes sense. You have to hand it to me, Trash. There's some ambiguity in the directionality of the disc. But I get that as well. I see the vision. It's lovely cover art, I have to say. I like the talons on the hand, actually, in particular. It's giving slightly, like, an 80s vibe. Corvus plush that says that. Corvus plush that says, give me your skin, give me your skin. Right, okay, I do actually need to end the stream. Because also, you can't see it, but my bed is covered in shit. Like, metaphorically. Like, it's just covered in a lot of, like, clothes and bags and stuff, and I need to fix it. Why does it never work for me? Oh, there might actually be an answer to that. I think there's a chance that the quote command is locked behind VIP. Which seems cruel, but it's basically just to prevent, like, I don't know, a very rigorous bot from coming in and, like... Actually, I think I should be able to change the quote command. I should be able to make quote so that anyone can use it. There's nothing wrong with everyone having access to quote. Okay, no, everyone does in theory. I'm not sure why it's not working for you, Thievery. Oh, it could just be the cooldown. Like, quote can only be used, like, once every 20 seconds or something. So if it's been too soon since the last one, it doesn't work. You should listen to Imaginal Disc. It's by far your album of the year. Even better than the new Adrian Lenker. Okay, I could be tempted. I need something new, because I'll be honest, I've been listening exclusively to, like, Daft Punk recently. And I feel like I need to listen to something new instead. She gets the disc inserted in her head and it's very silly. Oh, that sounds fun! I love an album art reference, like, mid-concert. Thanks for the stream, Millie. Sorry, I was late. Hey, no worries. No worries. I hope you were up to something fun. You don't have to apologize. No one ever has to apologize for being late. Like, you don't have to clock into your shift at the Mellow Factory, I promise. Ochinoge by Creepy Nuts. Oh, it's a silly band name. It's a silly band name. I think Daft Punk is silly as well, actually. Yeah, I don't listen to Daft Punk a lot, but, like, occasionally I remember that they exist and I listen to them and I'm like, damn, I love this. Random Access Memories is what I've been listening to, and I'm a big fan of it. I've heard of Dandadan, I think. Is Dandadan the anime? See, I'm asking questions, but I need to actually just end the stream. 2024 album ranking. Okay, well, there's Adrian Lenker. National Disc, Bright Future, Boundless True, Brat, No Hands, Charm. Okay, I've heard of about half of these artists. I've probably listened to some of Persona by Half Alive. I think I've listened to some Dochi recently. I used to listen to Claro, but I haven't in a while. And then I have heard Bright Future by Adrian Lenker. Ochinoke is the intro to Dandadan. Oh, okay. Was it you said that, like, the intro to Dandadan is really good? Dochi is so fun, yeah. I think I've had, like, Dochi clips on TikTok. And that's basically it. Okay, I need to end the stream. Thank you all. Also, sorry, hold on. I've just realized how fucking tiny Twitch chat is. Why was Twitch chat so tiny? That's so weird. Anyway, same artist who did Bling Bang Bang Born from Ashley. Okay, so they have a history. They have a history of bangers. Look how big I am now. You can actually read Twitch chat. That's thoroughly fixed. Anyway, I'm gonna head off. Thank you all for hanging out today. I had a lot of fun, even if Banban only took, like, 35 minutes. I hope to be back this Friday, probably with more Final Fantasy X. And then I'm thinking sometime next week, either at the beginning of the week or at the end of the week, I want to do a tier list stream, which would include any tier list suggestions you have that you would like me to do. Kind of the same way I did the Banban one today. And then also, in theory, a tier list of, like, games I've played this year. Midna! I could do a tier list of Midna, and it's just, it's like 10 pictures of Midna, and I just rank them all as perfect. Anyway, I hope to be back this Friday, but I'll post an announcement in my Discord if I'm going live. Until then, thank you all for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your evening, enjoy the rest of your week, and XOXO. Go piss, girl.